The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Woo! Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our little mini-series, Changing Breeds, Werewolf the Apocalypse. There are so many different titles to this game. I'm trying to narrow it all down. I'm the Revenant Sarkon. I'll be your storyteller for this. And seeing as some STs like to begin their series with like pretentious quotes, I have written a haiku for our first episode. For each episode, I will write a haiku. And for this one, it is raindrops on water, gentle storm crash against me. Gaia, take my rage. The gray horizon haunts me. I pray, Luna, let me see. And before anybody gets uppity about it, it is a tanka, which is 57577 with a rhyming pair at the end. Don't come at me, I'm a writer. And now let everybody introduce themselves and their characters.
Hey, everybody. I'm Antera, and tonight I'm playing Tatsumi Hayate of the Naga.
Evening. I am Beetlesbuck, and tonight I'll be playing Daryl High River, the Balmy Bastet.
Good very evening. I'm Judy Von Esch, and I'm playing Dr. Dosha Corbani, the Goral.
Hello, everyone. I am Kyra Glaciate, and tonight I'll be playing Pituna Sands of Chassis, the Kamazots.
Hello, everyone. I am Mama McStabber, and I will be playing Shatan Savar, which in English means cliff rider, the Parvat Bastet, which is an unknown tribe of snow leopard, Farah.
And good evening, everyone. I am Shanky McStabber of McStabber Studios here, and tonight I'm playing Moonlight Shining on Pelt at Dinmouth, the Kitsune.
Yeah. I was ready for the tables to be turned and somebody to have a long fucking name. Of course, it would be you.
So long I had to make the font for the name smaller.
Yep. To set the scene, a red star burns in the night sky, one that is only visible to a select few. Some see it as a herald of a new age, others as a harbinger of the end times. For one tribe of Guru, it is both. The stargazers, much like their Silent Striders kin, have never truly known the feel of their homeland since the War of Rage. On the southern tip of the Himalayan mountain range, on the border of China and Myanmar, there sits the Arunachal Pradesh of India. It is home to the Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary, and it is here that the infant beast courts of the East has found the remnants of a cairn. Vestiges of a juggling haunt the grounds. They do not dare linger. Some tell stories of the land's memory, the last stand of the stargazers themselves, and how this might be an homage or a link to Chimera itself. To a few scholars, what has become the Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary has been seen as a cry for help, a cry for action. The Henge Yokai, as the court of beasts has come to be known, has survived so far by bounding together. But survival is not the same as thriving. More and more of the Weaver's influence has seeped into what was tundra and wilderness and all things of the wild. Mankind is pushing and pushing and pushing, and they are taking and taking and taking. The darkness grows stronger with each passing night. The days may grow hotter, but the light wanes. And what had once been the bellicose roar of a mighty people is fading to little more than a whisper. With the cry of the phoenix spirit in the United States, others have begun to stir from their hibernation. Almost as a clarion call, the long-dead spirit totems awaken. Pegasus, boar, bison, bat, and even howls of the middle brother have called out from the darkest corners of the Umbra. Signs and portents of the focus of the stargazers are the focus of the stargazers, and these are too strong to not follow on whatever journey they pull them towards. To outsiders, otherwise known as Westerners, the Haken of Japan and China are just shadow lords in silk and lacquered armor. To the Henge Yokai, they are proof that an old dog can learn new tricks. They have been the, albeit shaky, bridge to begin the healing process their kin initiated with the War of Rage. One Haken cairn stretching between Rurikei National Park to Shibazakura Park and down to Hitokura Park, named Kuromori Sato, or Home of the Black Forest. It is from here that the Japanese Haken have spread throughout the islands. Between Osaka and Kyoto, Japan, sits the town of Takatsuki. It is from here that the visitors will trek to Setsukyo Park, where kinfolk will try to help navigate any trouble that comes their way. If and when the situation requires more of a refined hand, the chosen warder will be notified. There is a thin sliver of a moon bridge that can be accessed between Tori gates to the cairn proper and to parts beyond on the island. It is here that a group of invited Pharaoh will be meeting for the first time. This is our group of invited Pharaoh. The park itself, the little area where you are, is traditional Japanese garden. You can hear the rhythmic talk of the bamboo water timer. Every 2 or 3 minutes between, you will hear that talk, and then everything resets. There's bamboo, there's sakura flowers, there's wisteria trees. It is serene. There are benches. And for those of you that have come from far away, the humanity has been kept at a distance. You can sense who kin is, and you have all been given a gift to even initiate this meeting, a small bangle that has been blessed by the crow spirit. And arriving here, although this isn't the cairn proper, you can sense that there are spirits abound. The fox is plentiful around here, the wolf, of course, but there are also crows and bats and snakes, and it feels serene. Less than 30 minutes away, hour by foot, you can hear the sounds of life, traffic, music. The light pollution from the city is still prevalent even out here. And before we get to your introductions of having met this rotund, happy-looking Japanese man who is currently kneeling in front of all of you, fist closed down on the floor and his forehead touching the tatami mat where he is currently kneeling in front of you. A deep show of respect from not only the Japanese history, but also as far as who he is, because behind him, although he looks easily double the size of somebody that could fit into the lacquered samurai armor that stands behind him on the armor stand, the symbol that has been scratched into the chest of it is more familiar to some of you than to others. It is Guru. It is a starburst of two claw marks coming upwards from a central point. It is Shadow Lord. But before we get to the meeting with this happy, rotund-looking Shadow Lord, we first have to know how and why each of you got here. And although we do have a small Korax named Sun-Soaked Water Dancer, or Sunny to his friends, everybody's meeting of Sunny was just a little different because Korax are just a little different compared to every other Pharaoh. And we'll start with Petuna. How did you meet Sunny? And how did the gift exchange go for you?
Ituna was flying.
Mhm.
He was running away. They caught his scent again. Those terrifying, terrible, cursed wolves. But then a light. The spirits of the Umbra shifted in a way to present a small, thin track in the sky. Petuna followed it. It's what's the first time they ever did something like that.
Did the sliver come first, or did Sunny come first?
Honestly, I think it was the sliver as a consequence of Sunny.
Oh,
I don't know what Sunny did.
right.
Which compact of which spirit, which gift. I just found myself unbelievably outside of the Umbra.
Was Sunny helpful in flying with you? Did he guide you, or was there a kind of race? Was he trying to outrun you, outflap you, as it were?
He was, at least to what he said, being playful, trying to actually help, trying to distract. I perhaps came as a surprise to him. He wouldn't expect a bat, at least not in this time of the day.
What is the name, if it has one, of the small bat spirit that has come with you?
I think his name is Chirp of the Fruit. A small fruit bat. A few of them accompany me.
Does it ease you then when he playfully kind of dangles from Sunny as he's flying?
Pepo Ara, which is the name we called the Korax. They were our co-workers, so to speak. They did the day what we did at night. So seeing a bat intermingle with that Korax made me easy and willing to listen.
I mean, they are the other side of the coin. What you did at night, they were blessed by Helios instead.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have been touched by Helio. Maybe
A weird
there,
sensation.
maybe there's a little bit more to Sunny showing up than you think.
Perhaps. I listened to what he had to say.
You are more in tune with the spirits. You've been living in the Umbra for a very long time. But of course, time moves differently in the dark recesses of the Umbra. What did the lightning dancing across Sunny's wings tell you? The storm clouds that give him lift.
That I shouldn't judge at first. That I should listen. That not everything was as it seemed. That I shouldn't act harshly. Because the lightning and the thunderclouds remember. And they know. And so they are treading carefully, so to speak, as they speak to me. Not out of fear, but out of fear of me doing something and risking myself. I have no idea why.
When is it during your trip following Sunny that you realize you are far from home? You are no longer tied to the dark Umbra, to the far Umbra. You can see spirits, vibrant, apes, more than anything.
Actually, the moment that we touched ground, in which I could hear the cries of the land, the sounds of the rivers, the language, strange language of these strange humans.
And
None of it made sense.
As he hops around, kind of looking, tilting his head at you, he starts to regurgitate, and there is this kind of vomit of what looks to be this beautiful, almost black, how blue the cobalt is, of an Ouroboros, but instead of a snake, it's a crow. And the eyes are two very dark pieces of jade. And there are 6 little notches down the radius of it, the diameter of it, rather. He just kind of nudges it with his beak, and it sounds like a caw, but you hear it very distinctly as your Spanish. Take, toma, gift, tuyo.
The language of the Europeans is weird, but I understand the message that he gives me. And so I take it. I have no impression of trying to understand everything, so
yeah,
I'll follow along.
And it is a beautifully crafted fetish. It's strong. There are vibrations that are coming from it that tell you that this is not a regular gaffling or even a jagling embedded in this thing. This is practically an incarna. And as he shifts into his human form, he is naked. But he's got a smile on his face. He looks like he has your similar features. Like he's got that darker skin tone than Caucasian. He's got that Mayan, Aztec kind of angular features. He is a little on the shorter side, but still taller than you imagine, than you remember your people being. And he goes over and he taps twice on what looks to be a rice paper door, classical shogi doors. And he said something in a language you don't recognize. Very sharp, very fast. And from the other side, you'll hear, "Hi, arigato," and this massive shape, the silhouette of a massive man who might be 6 foot tall, but about 4 feet wide. Not muscle. Like, this is a man that likes to eat. And the second the door opens, you'll see this Japanese man, long black hair done up in traditional top knot, the little thinnest kind of Toshiro Mifune mustaches, and just a scraggle of a beard. And he sees you, his eyes widen, and he immediately just becomes 90-degree bow. And he says, "Komori dono," and just stays there for a moment. And as you take in the scene with the bamboo timer, the naked Korax in the corner, and this massive gentleman, how did Tatsumi and Sunny meet?
Tatsumi was in Hana, the largest city in Okinawa, on the outskirts. He doesn't like crowds, but that suits him just fine. He was on a mission, and he was waiting and waiting like he normally does by a small brook with his feet submerged because, well, he is what he is.
And Sunny, how does Sunny look to you when he pops up?
Tatsumi would have clocked a crow in Okinawa. It would have been nearby. It probably on a rooftop or a tree, just keeping his distance. He's familiar with Naga and knows not to surprise them.
Yep.
If that were even possible.
Yeah. So when he lands and, a good distance in front of you and just kind of like starts hopping to get your attention, is that out of the norm for him, or is that business as usual?
He's not unfamiliar with the other changing breeds being different than the Naga. So this is not surprising to him, but Tatsumi will stand and offer a short, not fully respectful bow, but courteous bow.
And he'll extend his wings out and just kind of dip his head as well. And he will take his human form, naked as a day, same description that I gave Kai, and just kind of dip his feet into the water as well. And he takes off from his wrist the same bangle that I described, and just kind of offers it to you. What is Tatsumi's language of choice in his Hamid form?
Japanese.
Okay.
He knows English, but he is Japanese.
Yeah. So he will offer it, tell you that it is a gift in Japanese. And he has that foreigner way of speaking Japanese where it is very accented with his heritage, which is South American, Mesoamerican. It's good because Japanese is spoken in the Spanish syllables, so it's better than the English version of it.
He'll bow again, and he'll pick up the armband, or is it bracelet?
Yep. And he points in a direction, and he'll say, "Osaka awaits."
And Tsumi will cock his head to the side and say, Is this sanctioned by the crown?
He nods.
So be it.
And he'll stand up and just kind of like bounce, thinking he forgets that he's not in his crow form, so there is a lot of flopping that happens. And he corrects himself and just kind of like very modestly will bring his hands down in front. It doesn't look like it's shame. It looks more like it is rehearsed. Like, I did a bad, I need to cover myself. He'll say, Haken,
I understand.
Garu, trouble.
Must be serious if they're seeking our aid.
Crow blessed. And he'll kind of gesture with his face.
I understand. Thank you.
And he'll waddle away, mid-waddle, he'll shift down and take off. And as you make your way to Osaka and you come across the scene where you see this park, this beauty, this is one of the more serene areas of Japan that you've been to. You're familiar with this park. You know that this is a Haken cairn, that although you've never openly been invited, you have partaken of its benefits once or twice on the outskirts of the Bon. And as you are introduced to the large, rotund Shadow Lord, Junie, how did you meet Sunny? How did Doja meet Sunny?
Well, Doja was actually taking a walk during one of her breaks at Osaka University Hospital, where she works. And she kind of noticed a crow flying, following her, which isn't normal. Not normal at all.
Yeah.
But there are trees and there's a small park. And so she goes into that area to let the bird come to her. And she'll put her hand out like that, almost like, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, almost like Disney princess, to let the bird sit on her hand if he so chooses.
Sunny will probably have landed on the lowest branch between you and him, and just cocked his head to the side. And then he vomits the bangle. No introduction, no, just kind of vomits in front of you and lets out this very clear fetish land on the floor between the two of you. And then he'll hop down, kind of ruffle his feathers.
Interesting.
Just kind of nudge it towards you.
I understand. No
Gift.
introduction. I take it.
Gift.
And
Haken. Trouble.
Okay. She smiles very politely. Okay, Lassie. Did Timmy fall down the well again? And she'll bend down to pick up the bracelet with a handkerchief and start to clean it off.
Yeah. He'll shift into his Hamid form, just kind of like perched like a frog in front of you. And he just, again, will tilt his head. You're very strange for a girl.
You're very strange for a Korax.
No.
Do you require shiny for a gift?
No. Haken pay.
Okay. I prefer to make sure that we are in accord so that you get your payment.
Crow calls. You answer?
Where?
And he'll point in a direction with his face.
In city?
Park.
In park in city?
Park.
Okay. Cool. Do you need anything? Food?
No. No food. And he'll jump up, again, forgetting that he's not in his crow form. And there's this naked man that shoots upward in a jumping jack position and collapses face first in front of you. And a small elderly couple stops, looks over confused, and he will scramble into the bushes.
She will bow to the elderly couple, and in Japanese, she'll say, "So sorry, patient. You understand." And she will then go to him and take off her lab coat and offer it to him.
Oh, he's already in his crow form.
Okay, good.
No.
She'll just nod and say, "I will go." Yeah, call is answered.
Yeah. Crow happy.
I'm glad I made you
Flies
happy
off.
today.
Doesn't even wait for you, just flies off.
She knows that. Damn fucking Korax.
No.
Yay.
But following the crow's nudges, you find yourself at the park. It's not unfamiliar to you. You've been here once, maybe. The kinfolk all look at you like you're an original, like, gold Legend of Zelda cartridge for the Nintendo. Like you are a thing of awe to them.
Hi. She'll say it in Japanese if they speak Japanese. She'll say it in English. Either or.
The moment you say anything in Japanese, they bend over 90 degrees into a fucking honored bow.
She will return the bow because she has etiquette of two. She knows better.
And you will see the rotund gentleman just let out a loud guffaw of a laugh, and in Japanese motion and ask you if you want to join him for tea.
Love some.
And
Dear honey.
He nods.
Great.
And as you sit down with him, Daryl, how did you meet Sonny? What was your first interaction with him like?
He would be in near a stream where salmon are that were recently reintroduced here in the Sierra Nevadas. He still doesn't trust the companies that reintroduced the company, so he always tries to sense. He doesn't want anyone to touch that salmon. He doesn't, and to disturb the salmon is to disturb me.
Yeah.
And so, just sensing any corruption in that, in this particular batch, and then he would probably clock, which is not too unfamiliar, a crow, but it's flying a little bit lower.
You're no stranger to crows delivering messages, especially since King Distribution has set up a bottling factory not too far up, much to your chagrin. But this one doesn't deliver a message and just fly off. Like, he hops down to ground level and he just will open his wingspan up and just kind of shimmy as he's bouncing around in front of you.
Would you like to dance?
And he'll vomit the bangle up for you.
Huh.
Take. Gift.
My thanks. Would you like anything in return? I have salmon.
Haken pay. You go Osaka now. Thank you.
I go where?
And he starts to dance again. Osaka. It's on an island.
I am familiar.
Yeah, far.
Very far.
Yeah, big ocean. Many Rokea. Dumb Rokea. And he kind of coughs like a spit.
What does the Haken like with me?
Crow call. You answer, yes? Yes. And he starts to shimmy again.
Yes. Why not? Here to see where this goes.
And he goes over, he takes some water from the stream and will bring his head up and gurgle and then come over and just headbutt you. You go. I see
go.
you. I see you. And he takes off. How are you getting from your usual domain clear across the world?
I'm assuming some sort of supernatural sort of travel.
You
Um,
can. You can venture out into the Umbra.
He can, and he has methods
Mm-hmm.
too, right?
Yeah.
Um, this is the
Yeah.
furthest he's ever gone, and a crow just bird something up and said, "Somehow Ken have invited me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm in for an adventure. Let's see what's behind all of this."
You know where the nearby cairns are, where the closest cairns are. So you know where you can kind of go to hitch a ride on a moon bridge.
Mhm.
So it's not hard to jump to Nevada, to California, to Seattle, to Alaska, across to Russia, down the coast of China until you cross the Chinese Sea into Japan proper. And when you finally get there, you reek of umbral travel. There are spirits that have been following you that are curious. It is very clear that they have never seen someone of your persuasion go this far out. Now, you are far from home.
Yes, it is fascinating yet very uncomfortable for me because I'm so used to being in my little territory in the Sierra Nevadas
Yeah.
and part of California.
And how different from the wolves in your domain is looking at this massive Haken before you when you are introduced?
Well, he said it was Shadow Lord. I've never seen
Mhm.
one so happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A completely different culture.
Looks like he's never had a bad day in his life.
I would like to see the motives behind this. What makes this person them? How are they different? How is he
Yeah.
different?
And as you sit down to chat with him, we see a very different interaction with Sunny from the other very different Bastet. How is Chatan and Sunny's first interaction?
Well, Shatan has just returned from releasing her last litter to find their own territory. And as she returned to her own den realm, she realized she was getting a little peckish. It was quite the trek to go outside of her territory to lead them somewhere where they could find their own. And so she steps out from her den realm, slipping sideways.
Mhm.
And where she comes out is her preferred exit, which is behind an outcropping of rock on the cliff face of a massive peak in the northest area of India.
Okay.
And this is what time of year approximately? Maybe fall?
We're in fall.
Yeah,
So between September and between the end of July and the beginning of October.
yeah. So during that time, the prey are working their way down the mountain for winter. So she begins her trek down the cliff to hunt. she does turn her fur, so she is invisible.
Dang. And what does that hunt look like since you have this advantage?
She is able to pad lightly on the surface of the cliff. She is able to navigate with speed and incredible dexterity. She can leap like nothing you've seen. And so she works her way down until she sees something that looks appealing.
How lucky are you? What is your kill?
I think it is going to be a mountain goat.
Mm.
Beautiful horns sticking up. Big creature here in this area.
Big old male.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then she pounces. Would you like for me to roll my barrel roll for that?
No,
Okay.
you are invisible. This is a poor goat outside
The poor
s-
goat didn't see a thing coming.
Nope. Outside the city limits of Chicago, no goat survives.
And literally, she will barrel roll it, snapping her jaws on its neck, breaking the neck, ending its suffering, and just starts to rip it to shreds.
As you start to dig your way towards the liver,
Mm-hmm.
you will hear the flapping of wings, and then on a small little mound of rocks, you'll see this beautiful, simple black crow just kind of like come over and land and tilt his head at you.
She literally snaps her head up, looks at it. This is a carrion bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
She has a low rumble coming from her chest. This is her kill.
Yeah. Yeah. And he will look to the goat, look back to you, look to the goat, and then uncharacteristically slide down the rocks and hop backwards, so just his face is kind of peeking up over the side.
She will grab the corpse of the goat in her jaws and start to drag it up the cliffside.
You hear the little hopping, his little padded feet hopping up behind you, keeping his distance. But every so often he would just stop and clock his head at you.
She'll go a little further before her annoyance with this creature gets the better of her.
No.
She's never seen anything like this before. Most of the time she snarls at a bird, it's going to fly off.
Yeah.
And then what she does very quickly is pounces at the bird.
He'll flap away and just find a little outcropping of rocks to kind of land on. And then you'll see his head come up, his mouth open, but the sound he makes is not bird-like. It is a mimicry of what sounds human. Because you just hear, ha ha ha, no.
She has never heard language like that.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of scritches down low and starts backing away from this thing.
Yeah. He will vomit up his bangle. And then after he's done, he'll shift into his Hamid form and then just kind of like.
And she gets really startled at that and starts running.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, and you hear,
Because what are poachers? They're human.
yeah, and you will hear him just scrambling up. Like you're built for mountain climbing.
Yes, I
Uh,
am.
Human feet are not.
No,
So there's a
they're
lot of rocks tumbling, him
Yes.
falling, him cursing.
You might want to shift back to bird and fly.
Uh,
'Cause she is hauling ass. That's a
Yeah.
fucking man beast that's coming to hunt her.
It-
Fuck.
how long are you running away?
Oh no, she's trying to get away from the man beast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. It when you finally stop after a few minutes, he will catch up, and again he will just drop the bangle near you, find a little mound of rocks that are close enough that he can kind of still keep you in vision, but enough space. It looks like he has enough space to fly if you pounce again.
Okay.
He looks like he's more afraid of you than you are of it.
Yeah, that poor Corax is like, okay, this thing has never seen a Pharaoh ever
Yeah.
other than her own. So
Yeah.
what the fuck?
100%. And it is just heaving. Now you see its little
and
chest.
she is barely panting. Okay,
Yeah,
barely.
like his
she
chest
kinda-
is inflating and
she
deflating.
looks and sees it isn't trying to shoot her
Mhm.
like her kin has been shot at times.
Yeah.
And she's just looking and she looks down at the bangle that's glinting in the twilight because that is when she prefers to hunt.
Yeah. It almost looks like it blends into the shadows. It's such a dark blue.
She'll slowly pad towards the bangle.
It smells of spirits. One strong spirit smell in particular.
She kind of touches it with her nose and sniffs it and chuffs at it. She goes, "Phew."
And he nods, and he'll open his beak again, and it doesn't sound like the human tongue, and it sounds more like low rumble, low growl, like cat-like. But it is very distinctly yours, gift, wolf.
Wolf.
And he nods.
She looks around. What wolf?
He points into the distance with his face, far to the southeast. It looks like.
This mine. And she looks around.
Yep, he nods. And again, he'll open his beak. Wolf gift. You come.
Why come?
He thinks for a moment. Like he goes to open his mouth and then he thinks for a moment. Oh. And then he tilts his head. And again, the chuffing, the growling, the rumble as he
Mhm.
opens his beak. Spirits call. Favor.
I know spirit. This, you have it trapped?
Nods. Wolf do.
Wolf is evil.
He kind of shrugs and then goes, "Mm, some wolf.
She literally looks down and looks,
Most wolf," he corrects himself.
I know trap, spirit. Work together.
And he will open his mouth again. Crow gift. Crow allow.
Crow, carrion bird.
Again, he shrugs.
What does carrion bird want with me?
Crow totem.
Yes, I have holy insect. Basically, it means praying mantis.
Yeah. Yeah. And he goes, Crow taught. Crow
Oh.
teach taught. He thinking totem.
As is holy insect.
And he will open his wings up and just kind of shimmy. Like it is a celebration. Like he's like, we finally have something we agree on.
Yes. Thinking is good.
Yeah. Smart.
Smart. Where I need go.
And he thinks for a moment. You go, big bridge, you follow. And he starts to flap like he's about to take off.
Need be back before snows thaw.
Hit quick. Hit favor.
Oh, okay. And she goes back. She will get her food.
Yeah.
She ran from it, and she will drag
That's
her
the first
food.
place he leads you.
Yeah, she'll go get her food and take it back to her den so she can enjoy it and feed on it and store it because she has a journey to go on. And this is her first time going on a journey like this. She has traversed a lot of kilometers in the Himalayas, but she has not left them. So
where do you see the bangle attaching itself to you? Because wherever you envision it, that's where it's going to go.
I think it will actually become an earring.
Okay.
No, a nose ring. A big nose ring.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The moment you touch it with an intent to take it, it attaches itself to you. So it's nothing that you have to worry about. But as you are led by Sunny to the moon bridge that's going to take you to Osaka,
she will invite Sunny into Den Realm to step sideways easier. No water here.
He follows you. Like he'll respectfully touch his wingtip to your tail as he follows you, kind of hopping into the Umbra, into your den realm. And then he'll step sideways on his own. He doesn't need a mirror or anything reflective.
Interesting. I do. So,
yeah.
Or I need my den realm. So,
yeah.
And so I use my den realm and will slip fully into the Umbra and find the big bridge.
Yeah, and he takes you to a cairn. Up north, much further than you've been before. And the wolves there will keep their distance. But you see that there is this storm attached to the cairn. Whatever name your Farah has given Grandfather Thunder, this is the embodiment of it. And
it is known. We get storm too.
Yeah. And all the wolves are black, dark pelts, maybe some grays, but all of them are just dark like night.
And I look to the bird and say, "Wolf."
Wolf. And
she gets a good sniff of them.
Yeah, they smell like men, like humans, like the poachers.
Yeah, no, she wants to get out of here quick.
Yeah, and there is one wolf that pads forward like he's gonna say something to you, and Sunny just opens his wings and caws loudly at him, and all the wolves just kind of like back off. And he nods at you. Crow strong here. And he just hops towards the moon bridge.
Good. And she will quickly go right after him.
The image of your arrival at this garden, where you get to see the wild and the weaver kind of not fighting, but creating a new tapestry is something interesting that you haven't seen before. Every time that you've seen man's gifts, they have reclaimed the wild. The web has taken and become the landscape. Here they intermingle. A cord of earth or tree trunk will shift and become the web. It's a gradient. It's not a harsh line. But as you hear the sounds of humanity coming up the mountain, as you see the daytime that is human electricity and light pollution, and this rotund man who Sunny seems to be just kind of like nodding at as you are stepping out of the moon bridge is something that is such a wonder, that I will let you sit with that as we find out how Moonlight and Sunny got to meet each other.
He'll find me deep in the Siberian wilderness. I'm on a flat spot in the rock, sprawled out, snow's all around, and there's a bunch of kits playing in front of the rock, dashing around the snow. And as he gets close, I can smell him.
Mhm.
My senses are rather sharp.
Nope.
And I just open one eye and speak as a fox. You're brave for a Korax to be here when I am so tired. I don't think I would stop the kits from playing with you.
And he'll land on a branch near you. Tired fox, easy fox to talk. No chase.
The kits don't understand to conserve energy like I do, so be careful. If you get within reach, they'll take you for a tumble.
Oh, fox most love by Gaia. Fox no hurt crow.
Those are kits. They are not old enough to understand the laws yet. To what do I owe an honor of a Korax coming way up here into the snows where I live?
Message, gift, invitation. You come. Crow bless.
Come. And why do you think I would do that?
Oh, spirit call. Luna ask.
The Silver Lady.
He nods.
I obey the laws of heaven, as was ordained. If the lady asks, I will come.
Sunny asks, and then he vomits the bangle. Lady gift.
And I'll slowly get up and stretch a little, shake some of the snow that had settled onto my pelt when I laid down.
The kids are all running around, smelling and touching the bangle.
I'm just going to sniff it. Do I sniff any of the weaver on it at all?
A little bit, but it's mostly spiritual. It's actually no, because it is natural, it wouldn't have any of the weaver on it. It isn't weaver inherently.
Good.
But the weaver has touched it. But it's not weaver. It is natural. But you can definitely see that the weaver has left its mark. Like it is too intricate a design. Cobalt and jade do not grow together. Like this was made. The apes probably put their hands on this.
You know, I am unable to bear items such as these that are touched by the weaver, right?
Oh. It's not Weaver. Weaver touch, but Weaver no. Weaver no. Weaver bad.
Is this what I must do in service of the lady?
Crow bless.
Crow has never done something for me or my kits. But I will come. And I'll go over and actually turn around and touch it with my tail
Oh, okay.
so that it becomes a band on the back, right at the base of my tail.
Yeah. Which one of the four?
Well, I'm only showing one of my 4 right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to show my importance or
No.
anything. I'm just one tail. I'm even in my my breed form.
Nice.
Coyote.
Yeah, okay. He'll nod and he'll open his wings and do his little shimmy on the branch. And some of the kits, like one of them kind of cowers and backs into the snow. The other 3 start yipping.
When are we supposed to leave, little Korax?
I take Luna Bridge.
You have to give me a minute. I have to let my mate know. She'll be back from hunting soon.
He lets out a long sigh and he just starts to like rock back and forth. I bored. It hasn't even been 3 seconds. And he's just,
Duty is a burden we must bear.
don't like.
It is not to like, it is to do.
And he'll shimmy left a few steps. He'll shimmy right.
And it's not long, maybe 2 or 3 more minutes before a just perfectly snow white
Oh, he's insufferable the whole time.
Arctic fox. She comes out of the
Just
kind of out of a nearby bit of, I mean, the trees aren't looking too well. It's the winter time. They're
Yeah.
at least green still, some of them, but not much.
the whole time that he's waiting, he's just like, how long take? I'm bored. This too long.
My mate takes what she does, however long it takes.
A lot of sighing and shimmying back and forth on the branch.
And when my mate comes up, I go over and rub my head a bit, and we have a little conversation as I tell her I have to go. And then I go over and sniff around the kits a couple times, smack them around a little bit, make them tumble through the snow. And let them know I'll be back.
They yip after you as you follow Sunny, who finally caws out in joy and relief of frustration.
Silver Lady calls.
And you are taken to a cairn where again you will see the wolves.
Yeah, and the Weaver is everywhere.
Yes, there are weaver things all around. You can see that they eye you very judgmentally, but Sunny is front and center, just kind of hopping forward, just without a care in the world, very much just kind of like weaving his head back and forth. If you could live in Sunny's head, you would hear either I'm Walking in Sunshine or Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. Like this is a bird with no cares.
When I first get there and smell all that Weaver, I hop, trying to find a place to stand where I'm not standing. It's not as thick with the scent of the Weaver.
It's hard to find the place, but
I know.
there are little dens where the wolfkin, the lupus born, and all that, they try to keep it as wild as possible. So you do have to kind of like go around and skirt that way. But man, there are beacons for the Weaver, and it's almost like they want them there. Like there's tiki torches and there's lanterns, and it's just you have eyes, bro. Like fucking use them. But you're
Yes.
taken through the moon bridge.
Yeah, I suffer for this.
Yeah. And what does it look like to you? Because you are the most sensitive to the tapestry maker. When you arrive at the Japanese garden and you see the gradient between wild and weaver.
All I can really picture is Bayako coming and tearing all of this apart. The white tiger just ripping the tapestries. It's something that should be destroyed, should be torn apart for what it has done, not just to the white tiger, but to my kin as well.
Yeah. It's odd, I would imagine, for you, because a lot of Japanese architecture and woodworking is very natural. There's no nails or screws. Everything is very in harmony with nature. So to see a building that would normally be web ridden and weaver heavy not, how is that alter your perspective, if at all?
Doesn't. I've seen log cabins built same way. I've seen yurts built of all natural materials. The ones that dwell in it still carry the tools of the weaver. They still carry the guns that hunt my kin, that have driven most of the Arctic foxes to extinction. What they hide themselves in doesn't matter. They're still the enemy, though I will obey the laws of heaven. We do not fight our brothers and sisters.
Nope.
Even if I want to.
And you are introduced to the rotund gentleman, and there is a show made of bringing his armor with him where he goes. So it's really weird to see him kind of clothed in the wild. All of his silks are natural, even though there are produced, like the weaver's touch is very minimal. But to carry around a beacon of the weaver with him, because he does have his armor and his daisho, which is the traditional katana and wakizashi, displayed wherever he goes, is a juxtaposition that doesn't fit for you, I think.
I'll just watch him because I know the truth of the matter. He may think the weaver is his ally now, but given time, the weaver will always betray him.
And as you see that all of these souls, these loves of Gaia, final loves, because everybody believes themselves to be the last one courted by Gaia herself, are brought into the room with him, and he feels this sense of pride at having gathered all of you and this joy at seeing which is so out of place for a wolf, but the display of him closing his fists, putting them on the ground around shoulder width apart, and then planting his forehead down as he thanks you for coming. I think this is a good point to go to break. So we'll see everybody in a few minutes.
And don't talk shit about my TV.
I'm not going to talk shit about TV, but welcome back, everybody. In the first half, we got to see how everybody met Sunny, the lovable Korax messenger that got everybody together. And I'm surprised he survived.
I am too.
We left off with all of you about to meet this Haken who brought all of you together. And as he takes his protestation form, his he is one showing you his neck, so he is trusting you not to kill him. He is showing you a deep respect, especially a doja who's been in Japan will know this kind of symbol. But you will see somebody kind of come in, bring in a suit of armor, traditional Japanese lacquered, and instead of the
Shatan
clan,
actually jumps at every movement going on in this room, and she is very close to the door.
yeah. Well, you're
Mhm.
outside.
Oh, well, she's very close to where she can get the fuck out. So.
Yeah. It is an open space. He's made sure that everybody who does not feel comfortable around the Reaver has no reason to be uncomfortable.
I do a lot of stretching, and every once in a while I notice my tail out of the corner of my eye, and I turn to look at it a second, and I turn back.
Yep. And they'll leave once the armor's set up. But he does.
Tuna has his eyes closed into the set of armor.
And he'll kind of bring his head up, see that you are all still gathered. His smile returns to his face, and he gets up and just kind of sits back with his kind of feet crossed over one another. And he just claps once very gregariously, and then just kind of pats his stomach. Would you like to eat? And all of you hear your own languages, like whatever you like to verbalize, that is how you hear his words talking to you. But all of you will know that it is an inherent ability of the bangle that has been given to you.
What do you offer?
And he'll motion, and you'll see that a rice paper door is slid open, and there is a spread of raw meat, cooked meat, raw vegetables, cooked vegetables, berries, fruits, nuts. It is a crescent-shaped table of just food. It does glow underneath, and you can tell that it is one of those traditional Japanese tables to warm yourself under. But he motions, please feel free to take what you like.
What's the local gauntlet here?
Here it is 5.
Okay. Making a roll real quick.
Okay.
I mean, we seem to be in a gathering of august people, so 3's enough. 3 successes. I'm going to put on my other 3 tails.
Okay.
So that I'm now have all 4 tails showing, because we're in an important gathering. I need to make sure that people understand.
Yeah, and
4-tailed foxes are not common.
Yeah, and you can see that his eyes widen, and he bows to you again. Oh, Kitsune-sama, most impressive.
What is this place?
This is a Haken cairn. Welcome. The wolves have done everything to prepare you for the favor that our cousins ask.
I was told there were no more of you. I was told you were destroyed in the War of Shame.
The Haken have survived because of the samurai spirit.
Him. And I just point my paw towards the bat.
Yes, very curious.
Komori-sama has come a far distance.
Haken, are you child of thunder?
He shakes his head. Yes and no. we are as our cousins, but we are guided by Crow. And he'll point to
Shout
Sunny.
of Thunder has been hunting me. He looks at the fox. I do not know your kind.
That is because Gaia realized the imperfections she had created during the War of Shame. We were brought to bring balance back to it all. We are new, you might consider.
Ah, I see eyes, two eyes, and two human. What brings us here? Shout of Thunder.
You can see the smile kind of waver for a moment, and then he puts it back on like a mask. Great Chimera has called out the Phoenix wishes to give everyone a second chance. This is why you have all been gathered.
Tuna just stays in place. He doesn't say anything else.
And again, he'll bow. I know my kind have done your kind a grievous damage.
I am the last of mine, according to Fox.
He stays bowed for a moment longer. We hope to change things in the future. The Phoenix has awoken some boar, some bison. Pegasus has been seen in Greece. And there is, and he'll motion, and you see Sunny just kind of open one wing, and that little fruit bat spirit is dangling from like where his teeth would be. We have found some untainted bat.
The lost are returning.
He nods.
Does that mean the sixth age will come soon?
And he nods again.
Good, it means our freedom.
The police, and he motions.
Would it cleanse the blood from your paws?
No. No.
Speak. Continue.
There is a second of our kin that wishes to break with the old ways, with the old wolves. The beast courts of Japan and China wish to aid the transition. An old cairn calls out to be awakened. Gaia, Luna, Helios, they all have a stake in this. And as such, all of us have a stake in this.
Shatan is okay in this outdoor space. What is the landscaping like?
It is mostly rock garden. There's a small forest of bamboo that looks more ovular than circular. There's this beautiful koi pond that has that little traditional red Japanese bridge that goes over it. It's kind of figure eight in that it has the two that meet in the center under the bridge. There is that one slender kind of open bamboo that has water dripping into it, and then it just kind of collapses and talks against another bamboo, and it dumps its water in. It's a very crude and old way of measuring time, but it's more aesthetic now than anything. There are two main buildings. The small one where the food has been prepared, it has the shogi doors looking down at the ponds, but the big building looks like a visitor center. So it's 2-story. There's shogi doors that lead in and out. You can see shapes inside, but they've been told not to come out. And out beyond, there is an old wooden, like easily 150 plus years old wooden fence that kind of creates the boundary of the park. But otherwise, it's just this natural preserve. You see that there's trees. You can see that some umbral spirits are taking notice of the gathering. There's a hare that kind of will peek out from behind a tree every so often. There is a fox spirit. As far as the natural order of things, there is Sunny, another crow. There is a wolf that you can smell, but it's on the edge of the board of the park itself. It's you would imagine it's there in case it becomes necessary.
So what Shatan has done is she has not gone to eat in the building. That is so foreign to her. No. She would go to the trees and she might be playing with the hare spirit.
Okay. And it does cower.
She's playing. She's not actually hunting a spirit. She respects spirits.
Yeah, but you can tell that this is a spirit that is used to a very different interaction with changers. Like it doesn't run away, but it does kind of cower, and it shrinks
and she just kind
into
of
itself.
She kind of does like little chuffs and like almost like a purr, and is like not aggressive at all. She's trying to do this to relax herself because she is very uncomfortable in this situation, and she sees something that she's familiar with, at least to some extent. She knows spirits, and so she's like, and trees. She knows trees, and so she's like. And she's just playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll take a few minutes, but once it kind of susses out that you're not going to use it for fuel, it will kind of dart around the grass and kind of shoot under you. And
and she's literally rolling and trying to get back on her paws and go after. And she's just playing.
Yeah, I'm not eating either because no, but I will do what I do, which means I'm going to poke my nose into everything I can possibly poke my nose into.
Yeah,
I am still a fox.
There's plenty to sniff out. There's a whole different, like all of you are so far away from home that all your senses are easily overwhelmed. If
Overwhelming,
you let them.
But just so the rest of the group knows, anyone who tries to sniff my scent, I don't have one.
Okay.
None at all. Completely scentless. I do
Actually,
try to sneak up on Sands of Jossi. Did I say that right? Just to see if I can. I mean, I haven't met one. I've got to sneak up, see if I can sneak up on it.
I mean, he seems very aware that you're close.
Oh, you can hear me coming. I mean, you're.
Let's say I have a collocation.
Yeah, It's not hard to hear me, but I'm just trying to see if I'm curious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And at least you
when-
don't smell like the Weaver, so I might like you now.
He smells like a lot of spirits. Lot of spirits.
I probably do too, since I traveled
yeah,
very far.
when the Haken doesn't see you going for the food, like he will go over, like he'll hold his hands up and motion to the food, and he'll go over and he'll just kind of dump it outside, out in the natural order, just because he is used to one type of etiquette, but he understands that not all of you, like when he sees that not all of you are taking your Hamid forms, like he will understand that you are all lupus born, as it counts for Guru society, and so he will make it easier for those that don't want to attempt going into the Weaver's den, as it
This
were.
is not the place to eat. For the belly to be fat, to slow the reflexes.
He'll look down and pat his big old stomach. That feels like an attack.
You
Doja
are
will
not-
actually
Go ahead.
Doja will actually get a couple of plates of food and put them out so that if they want to come and get something, they can come at their own course. And she won't go up to any of them. She'll just gently put the plates out so that they can see she's offering and helping. But she's not going to be like, oh, hi. It's more of, I see you all are not in your element. I'm going to respect this. I'm going to respect where you are. Here is an offering. If you would like it, go for it. If not, I understand. And she will just sit back and nibble on a sandwich.
Does Doja
Yeah.
have her doctor's jacket?
Yeah, she has her doctor's jacket. I don't have it now, but she has like a
Yeah.
little balloon thing of lollipops that she
Okay.
gives her patients.
No, like
And
when
so
when he sees you do that, like he'll just bow respectfully. Kuma sensei, arigatou gozaimasu.
She'll respond back and she'll help as much as she can. Again, she's Hamid.
Mm-hmm.
So for her, this is a new experience, but at the same time, she's trying to respect everyone who isn't born Hamid. And she's
Yep.
trying to show them that even though Hamid born, she understands and she's trying to respect them as well.
Uh,
I actually will be, since I am brand new to this side of the world, I will try to be respectful of the customs.
okay.
And actually go inside. No shoes.
Mhm.
And participate in the food and sitting, and especially the fish.
Yeah, there's sushi, sashimi,
Mhm.
cooked fish, boiled fish, baked fish. The fish is plentiful, but you see that they have taken some great lengths to kind of get you chicken and regular meat. So you have your variety there. But he again will kind of sit in a position where he can see everybody. I am the cairn's right master. My name is Ten Mori no Kuma. You may call me Mori. I was named Bear of the Heavenly Forest, and he just kind of bows again to Doja. The Korax is Sunny. The bat spirit we call Uwasakun, or as my kind refer to him as the Little Rumor. We have felt Phoenix's call, pun intended. The old, forgotten bridges are starting to resurface. The stargazers of my kin wish to return to their homelands in the Himalayas. They wish to help us reclaim what the Weaver and the Worm have taken. And he'll look at wherever Moonlight is and just say the tapestry maker must be pushed back.
I just yip once.
The red star that has flared because of this cry for help. Some claim it is the eye of the worm, the unmaker. I think it is a beacon. Heralding, and again he'll motion to Moonlight, the sixth age, when all can come together as Gaia intended.
At least the stargazers. What about their cousins?
The other wolves are stubborn. They fight a war more with themselves than with others, than with the true enemy.
Are there any others to fight a war with? Or have they killed them all again already?
There are few. And my kin has done nothing to help relieve that loss. But Crow has gathered you. Chimera has called. And again, he will get down on his knees, close his fists, put them on the ground, shoulder width apart, and put his forehead to the ground. Bare rock out here. I am a messenger of Chimera. A cairn calls out. We would like to reignite its light. It is the simplest of tasks, and what we hope to be the first in many, many attempts to help heal the wound.
Why us in particular?
He hasn't lifted his head, but he says, Crow is not one to be questioned. His methods are unknowable. And Sonny just kind of like nods. And when he does, the little bat hanging from his teeth just kind of wobbles. Modi will then kind of slowly raise his head. If the star is a portent of evil, the cairn will serve as a bulwark. Both outcomes still serve to benefit all.
I've heard enough. That way we can get on with it. Second law. Says I'll go.
Would seem we have our task.
At that, Shatan basically kind of rolls just past Daryl's legs. And she has basically directed the hair spirit to him.
Oh, it bounces off your head and just headbutts the center of Daryl's chest.
I kind of like hold, like it headbutts and just kind of.
It's a spirit, so it doesn't.
It's a spirit.
That's right.
It doesn't move you. It just like the image of it bouncing straight off of this snow leopard's head and just kind of like hitting, it hits you,
And then she
it,
kind of jumps away.
Yeah.
Shatan
And
does.
it does react like you are solid, like it'll hit and bounce off, and then scramble to run off. But you don't get moved by it. It's a spirit. Like unless you were in the Umbra, it's not gonna do
Yeah.
anything to you.
It seems that you have found a friend, like something familiar.
I know spirit. That one is tricky.
Truly is.
And she goes and she might grab a piece of meat on her way by, but it's
Okay.
kind of a flyby thing.
It
She is not socializing.
yeah. The hair kind of hides behind Sunny, and immediately Sunny looks dead at you and then just flaps up into the tree. And as it lands, this other murder of crows just becomes visible. And there's one massive crow that's maybe 6 feet tall, just lightning arcing off of its feathers, a storm brewing in its silhouette. And it just kind of nods. And Mori will stand up at this point and he'll clap once, kind of pat his belly 2 or 3 times. We have an accord then.
Everyone forgot. Why invite?
He'll turn to look at you, Dai Neko-sama. We require specific spirits to free whatever has bound the Chimera. All of you are touched by those spirits.
She takes a paw and rubs at her nose where the ring is. And says, You trap our spirits?
Crow has allowed us to speak, and he'll pull his sleeve up and you'll see that he has a bangle himself. He is a master of tongues. He has allowed us to speak as we have.
I do not like trap spirit.
Crow has given you this gift with the understanding that when you succeed, the bangle will be destroyed. His spirit will be freed.
Good.
This is not a prison for Crow. This is a gift. This is a bridge.
I do not like prison.
No, those days are behind us. And he'll look directly at Petuna.
So you say what is to do? What are we to do?
There is a fetish, one that has been taken by Rokea in Hiroshima. That will be your first task, to reclaim it and then take the bridge across to the mainland.
Rokea?
Do you want us to go against a Rokea?
Go
They
swimming
are.
with sharks.
Exactly.
Shark changers.
Yes.
Do
I'm
you-
They
Beat a
Fish with sharp teeth.
They
They
are.
have strayed from Gaia and Luna's path.
Doja takes her notebook out and she draws a shark and shows.
Mhm.
Shark. Changing breed. Like us.
Fish.
Big fish.
Predator fish.
Yes.
I predator.
Yes.
The light
You
from
in water.
No.
No. They are like you in water.
Oh.
The bolts from
Mm.
the sky work well on things in water.
Bolts from
And
sky work well on things on land, too.
Mori
Let's-
nods.
Bolts from sky work well on things on sky, too.
Let's not deal with the bolts from sky at all.
Why? I
Vincent.
call them.
I believe we have established that bolts are effective.
Yes, they are.
Mm.
Yeah, no. Healing a bolt, very hard and difficult.
Get it on land, I pounce.
Uh,
Yeah.
And she gets like this really like fangy
Mhm.
grin
Mhm.
because she does have Mark of the Predator. So she's like, I pounce.
I'm going to do it already. I'm
Yep.
going to spend a willpower
Here we go.
to make just lightning crackling around my fox skin.
Mhm.
What is with you and Bird with lightning?
Is my gift.
Ah,
My gift is an Ishi. As a warrior
oh, that I know.
of the Kitsune.
Fox.
Kitsune.
Like spirit, but on this side.
No. Not a spirit. It is taught
Hmm.
by a spirit.
So like spirit, but on this side.
Fire, lightning, wind, rain,
Mm.
all can be used against the enemies of Gaia.
Modi will go over and use this beautiful wooden cup about the size of his head, but only about as deep as 3 fingers, and just scoop up some water and just kneel in front of Sunny and Uwasakun and just bow, offer it, and the little bat will stretch his wings and give out a big old yawn for his body, and then just kind of flutter over, take some water, and then flutter over to the tree and just hang looking at the group. The Haken will take a drink as well, and then he will stand up, come over, and kneel in front of Pituna first and just offer it to a blessing for the mission.
He will actually smell it first. I am going to try and utilize my heightened senses.
Okay. I mean, you'll smell the koi. It is water from the pond.
He will actually drink a little.
But the funny thing about this weaver built utensil is that whatever implement was used, whatever craftsmanship was done to forge this wood into this shape, there is none left. This item is so old and so treasured in this space that the wild feels more natural in this dish than anything else.
Smells like home.
And once you've drunk, he will reach out his hands again, very reverent. But he will take it to each of you in turn.
Tatsumi will take it, but he kneels down with him. The crown is what I'm trying. I'm trying to ask. Has the crown sanctioned this?
He nods.
Do I have permission to perform on this mission as I see fit
He nods.
to ensure the success of the mission? I understand. And he'll
And,
drink it and hand
Yeah.
it back.
and as you take it, he just bows low. Heavy don't know we are honored at your agreeance.
Mm.
And you just very traditionally take it from you,
Mhm.
go to the next person.
Doja will do the traditional kneeling, of course, and she will bow. She will, say "Domo Makoto," take it, sip it, and hand back gently, and then again bow.
Kuma don't know you honor us.
I am
Takes
not
it to-
bound by the cage. And he looks over at Tatsumi, that he is. And he just drinks it.
Yep.
He puts his whole nose in it, just like buries his
Yep.
fox nose deep in it.
Yep.
Comes out, whole face just covered in water.
And Mori has a big smile on his face, like, yes, this is what I wanted. And he just bows to you, goes over to the next person.
Daryl just has this great, possibly false but warm grin to it,
Mhm.
knowing there is going to be cover some great secrets on this mission, and we'll take his hand and we'll try to copy the native, try to be respectful once again, and
Yeah.
drinks.
And he laughs gregariously. You honor us, Dai Neko-sama. And he won't stand up and walk over to Shatan. He has seen enough of her reluctance with humans, so he will just crawl over on his knees about 10 feet away from you and then just reverently put it down in front of him and then bow. And again, showing you his neck, and just kind of sits there low.
She just kind of cocks her head for a moment and looks at each of these creatures and men that she is going to have to travel with. She slowly pads up to the wolfman and his cup.
Mhm.
Where is this cairn?
In the west, across the small sea, but there are paths that can be taken overland. Better, safer, less rokea.
Is it in my mountains?
No. It will be some time before you see your mountains again.
I need to be there before the snows thaw.
You will.
It is important.
The stargazers must cross from Alaska before the snow thaws as well.
Good. Then she will lap a sip of the water.
He will wait for you to walk away before approaching and taking the thing.
She will walk away.
Yeah, and he'll take another sip, and then with a big laugh, he'll take what's left of it and just splash it on the tree where the crows are. And you see them scatter, except for the big one, who just kind of nods. And all of you will see that there is a little sapphire kind of blaze that lights up in your bangle for each of you that has drank. So you will have 6 extra dots. They no longer count towards your activation. so you can freely speak to each of you and to Mori.
I don't particularly like hearing everyone else talking in the fox language, but
Mm-hmm.
it's spirits. I have to accept that.
Yep. And he claps his hands once. Somebody opens the shogi door, and he says, "We must prepare the moon bridge to at least help them to Okayama. It'll be easier to go from Okayama to Hiroshima." And they nod. And some movement happens inside. After about an hour, they have the blessing of Crow, and you will see that there is this little kind of cat, but every time you look at it, it has less cat-like features and more dog, or sometimes it'll be a hare. It shifts every time you look at it. But it starts to follow you around, as well as Uwasa-kun, the little bat, the little rumor. And as you take your moon bridge across to Okayama, I think this is a good point to call it for tonight. So thank you guys for our first episode.
Lightning works well on Rokia. I'm just saying.
It does.
Oh,
It does.
yes. Do the lightning on the Rokea, not on us.
What's a little friendly fire?
No, I'm not allowed to attack you.
Mhm.
There's a rule against that for the laws of heaven.
There
I
is.
forbid you to make war on your brothers and sisters. I can't attack you with it unless you're in some way going against Gaia, and then I'm free to fucking unleash whatever I want. But
Yep.
I think a Naga would probably take me out faster than you.
15 dice aggravated damage with a difficulty of 6. Are you sure?
Naga assassin.
I'm so happy I'll be flying away.
I mean, I'm
No,
so
not
happy
competition.
I'm
I just-
fast.
Oh, it is for me.
Me too.
Everything's
Probably
a
not as fast
competition
as you,
for me.
but-
You'll
I'm
find
just
out.
a bear. I've got tons of fat. Go ahead, try it.
Mhm.
I'll just sit here.
We both do
Yeah.
a lot of damage. That's all we'll say.
Yeah, no, y'all are the heavy hitters.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
my-
I'm the surprise attack. Okay.
Yeah, my favorite
Got the one and
fact,
go.
yeah, my favorite fact is that Grohl have terrible eyesight, and they rely on scent.
That's okay. That's why I'm the healer.
And now the
You
scout.
rely on scent, and 2 of us have no scent.
Mhm.
You're fucked.
Oh no, I totally have a scent. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I,
The 2 of
I
us.
can't heal what I don't smell. So either
Mhm.
find a scent or do something.
Don't worry,
Mhm.
I'll make sure you know I'm there.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. All right, Shanky,
Yep.
take us out.
Take
Yep.
this out.
Someone's gonna have to do the commands for me while I'm taking this out.
Okay.
Please, everybody.
Ooh.
Hey, if you enjoyed
Bye
this
bye,
show,
my curse.
first of all, let me say thanks. Thank you, Ravenous Archon, for running this. No pressure, but this is the first Werewolf game I've played in 32 years. And the reason it's the first I played in 32 years is because 32 years ago, I didn't like the game I played. So I never played again for 32 years. So no pressure for you. None at all. I just wanted to put that out there on you just as we start. Please, everybody,
Oh dear.
join us on this Discord. The Discord is where the cast of this show comes from all of our shows. Plus, we do Zoom Hangouts. We wanted to do one last week, but I'll be fair, after it was Halloween, I wasn't going to fire up a Zoom Hangout on Halloween because I'm sure people had Halloween events they were doing or dealing with. I know we were handing out candy, so we won't get one this Friday. But I heard Hidden City's about to go on break, so we might get one when Hidden City's on break, maybe. We'll see. But also the other reason joining the Discord is, look, we look out for each other over there. So you should definitely be on the Discord. Definitely. Hang on, my brain is fried all of a sudden. If you want to catch back episodes of all of our streams, go to our YouTube channel. Over on the YouTube, we have, every Word of Darkness product except our Mummy and Hunter. And we have a bunch of independent games. We have all kinds of stuff. That is where we put all our stuff on there. So if you like V20, we've got a V20 game now on there. If you like V5, we got a V5 on there. We got, Mage, Changeling, other Werewolf streams. We've got one that covers all of them, which was Queen's Gambit. It covered all the 20th, which was a lot of fun. You see, everybody you see right now was at least at one part of Queen's Gambit. So you could go check that out. And, if you want to see some D&D or Call of Cthulhu, you pop over to London Esoteric Society's channel. That is where our Keeper of Arcane Lord Tiss puts her stuff. So you should go check that out. We've also got some friends. Well, they're really Mama's friends. I'm the mean storyteller all the time, so I would say they're Mama's friends because I do mean things to players. So you should check out our friends. One of which we're going to go right to above me. Junie, you're one of our friends.
I would like to say I'm both of your friends. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm Mama's ride or die bitch. But at the same time, I mean, Shanky, yes, I am your friend. Thank you very much for accepting me into your life one way or another. But I do stuff. Hi, I choke yarn. I stab fabric. Why? Because I can. They told me it was easier that way because if I choke a bitch, I go to jail. So I do this on the daily. I usually do on the weekends when I'm able to because sometimes life doesn't allow me to, but I do normally stream. If I'm not there, and once our storyteller gets back onto his role, which is totally cool, lives, I will be on his channel, or if I'm not there, I am then here on Friday nights or Saturdays, depending on if I want to be the masochist or I'm the sadist. I can't decide on which is which at times.
I'm always the sadist when the game's being run, just saying. Even in this one, we'll see. We also have another friend all the way that way, all the way in the top corner. Storyteller tonight. What you got going on, Ravenous Archon?
That's me. I run TTRPG stuff here on my own channel. I just did a countdown to Halloween because I always try to do something for Halloween on my channel of Vaesen, which is a very fantastic system by Free League. As far as I've read, the only one that I don't like of Free League is Alien, but that's because of the stress system. But otherwise, I am looking to try to do something in December, just as a farewell to the year kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. But otherwise, you can catch me here on Wednesdays, chained to the desk, as they say, or whenever I am needed in any of the other games that they run here on the channel. So you'll find me and just be on the Discord. You'll see when we go live.
Yep, because that's another reason you should be on the Discord. Find out when people go live. Another one, another of our friends is DM Daddy RPG. You'll see Jenna Thieves. She's in our Friday Night Vampire for Dust We Are. She's playing the Malkavian, the yin to the yang of Margot. They are two sides of a coin that they're alike in a lot of ways, but oil and water, babies, oil and water. You also find her playing a guest role over on Junie's Chicago Hidden City. That is on Saturday night, so you should go check her out. And of course, our last friend is Sykeshire. You also find her on Friday night. She is the oil to Genethiev's water there on Friday night. She plays the Tremere Margot McAllister. And I can tell you now, you really want to watch the intermission episode that starts this Friday for Dust We Are, because Margot finally gets to meet her regent of the Chantry. And for anyone who knows Chicago, she gets a good dose of Nikolai and all his Nikolai-ness. Yep. So those are all our friends. We got merch. Pop over to the merch store. You can. I mean, I'll be fair. We don't really make a lot of money on it, but it's a way to show, your support for the studio. We have yet to collect any revenue off it because it just sits there. We haven't really gathered enough that we want them to send back. We get the minimum profit possible off our merch store. We're not really trying to use it to make money. So you can go check that out. And of course, so you're aware, bits of donations, they go to the players, not to the studio. It's a way for you to give to the players you see on this show because, there's a lot of effort that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of time and energy and even some money spent by all the players you see here. But if you want to support the studio and help pay for all these wigs that you see Mama wearing normally, and well, look, even tonight I'm wearing one too. You can support the studio to help pay for those by subscribing here on Twitch, or pop over to our Ko-fi. Buy Mama a coffee, or because right now the government's still shut down, buy Shanky a coffee because he's stressed as hell that Any point I may not be working, even though I have been so far. So, and look, money's tight, especially we're getting into the holiday season and Thanksgiving with the food prices increased. Thanksgiving's going to cost a fortune. So don't spend money you don't have. Don't give money to the studio you don't have. A way to support the studio for free. Costs you just a few minutes of your time. You pop over to our YouTube, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon. That right there costs you absolutely nothing but a few minutes of your time, but it drives us up on our search rankings because, as I like to point out, yeah, Twitch is great, but we have gained more members of our community through YouTube than we have any other source. Social media, nothing has beat YouTube for people finding out about the channel and joining us on our Discord. And a number of them have even started playing games with us because they found us through YouTube. So one of them's in this table right now. Yep, over there. Two. Yep. I mean,
Yep.
I just mentioned Glacier because he was pointing at himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you, YouTube helps us a lot, and it costs nothing. And yes, you're any. This is a wig. My hair's not this white, and if I tried to bleach it this white, dear God, I would never do that to my hair.
I installed it on him today.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for Urian, I am giving them 5 XP per session, so I am
Oh,
generous.
just to make him real upset.
Yeah, I am generous, unlike some other pretentious STs.
I mean, I understand. I don't give out that much XP.
No, you don't.
They can suck it,
Except in Demon.
except in Demon.
Because fuck it, that game's broken already.
It's not like you can break Demon more than it was already broken. Just saying. And if you want to know why it's broken, pop over to our YouTube
And watch
our Demon stream. Because let me tell you, you'll see how it's broken real quick.
Broken as fuck. Like by level 2 powers, you have broken the game.
Just think about Mage and then throw Paradox out the window and let them have fun.
Yeah.
That's Demon.
Mhm.
So definitely, I mean, go check that out too. Hell, go check out the YouTubes. And now Mama can give people the schedule because, hey, we're back to playing games again.
Yes, we are. Hang on just a second.
It's not just
Pull it
Junie
up.
and some Tiss.
Yeah. All right. So thank you everyone for joining us for the premiere of this mini series that will be running this month of September. And on Friday, as Shanky mentioned earlier at 8 p.m. Eastern, do join us for Dust We Are intermission. Between season intermission, rallying people up for the second season that's starting up next week. Yep. So join us Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern to check that out. And then, of course, we have on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, our season 3 finale of Chicago Hidden City, run by Junie here. Yeah, we are wrapping up season 3 and holy shit, y'all. Holy shit. We are at the end of 2011. If anyone's vampire fans and knows the more recent lore, what the hell happens in 2012? Somebody gets the head blown off.
We didn't like Hardestat anyway. We don't like Hardestat anyway.
Shit's about to hit the fan. Yes. So literally join us for the season finale on Saturday. And of course, we'll be back here on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern with the second session of this 4-part miniseries of Werewolf the Apocalypse, Changing Breeds, Homeward Bound. So, yay. That's the schedule.
And I'm sure there's no sus stuff up when we go over to Hiroshima. I'm sure. That is not a place corrupted by Bane spirits. I'm sure. Yeah, okay.
My character has no idea.
Don't worry, mine will make sure to tell everybody.
Today.
Don't worry, mine has passed. I have passed whispers, so I can make sure everybody finds out exactly what
happened there.
What it feels like there.
Oh no! Well, I'm gonna feel enough of it because my character is very much of the wild.
Okay. I can learn the thoughts impressed upon a location.
No, I'm good.
We're good.
Really, I'm okay.
Yep.
All
Past
right.
history.
I can
So-
just observe and tell people. I can tell them. No need for that.
Yeah. So, listen, before Mama goes into her part, I just want to say, I mean, first of all, before I get into the mental health, I just want to point out, as noted, look, I'm playing an endangered species.
Mm-hmm.
A number of us here actually are.
Playing a vulnerable species.
Yeah. So, look, the Weaver is decimating this kind of shit. So it's kind of fucked up. And please be aware of that. You know,
Yeah, the biggest problem for snow leopards is humans.
Arctic fox is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And our loss of our habitats.
Loss of habitat, poaching, and overgrazing
Mm-hmm.
of livestock.
So
Mhm.
just keep that in your mind as you're watching this stream, because out there, the rate it's going, Arctic foxes may end up joining Petunia there in the lost breed list.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now as I'm going to the end here, listen, everybody, mental health, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take not only your own mental health seriously, but the mental health of others seriously. Reach out to those around you. Check on them. Make sure they're okay. A lot of people are not, especially right now. Sometimes all it takes is that friendly voice, a kind word, just somebody reaching out to help them out, and it'll get them off that ledge they might be on. And if you suffer from mental health issues, first of all, it's okay to not be okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting you have mental health issues, but I want you to reach out to your support network. And I know there's a stigma attached to it, and a lot of people don't feel comfortable reaching out to their own support network. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I understand. In chat's a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you're in crisis, please contact those numbers, whichever number you need. And I know the odds of you being in crisis while also watching the stream are relatively low. So just remember, findahelpline.com. You can put in your country of origin and get the helplines you need. You can remember that even if you're not watching this live. You can remember it if you're watching it on YouTube where you can't see the chat here at Twitch. So just remember, findahelpline.com, because mental health is health, and we want you to take care of yourselves, because, you know, it impacts everybody when your mental health, not just you, it impacts everybody around you when, you know, you're struggling with mental health. So just get yourselves taken care of. And now Mama can rain a little fire and brimstone. Though I will say there was a positive batch of elections last night,
I'll get to that.
but Mama will rain her fire and brimstone.
Anyway, I'm Mom McStabber, am a registered nurse. And first, I'm going to tell you that along with taking care of your mental well-being, which can be a serious struggle for this time of year as we head into holidays and such. And for those of us that deal with seasonal affective disorder this time of year, it's also very difficult. I deal with that myself. So take care of your mental well-being, but also take care of your physical well-being. Make sure you take your meds, drink your water, get some sunshine when you can, even in winter, but make sure you're wearing that SPF, even in winter, because even if you think, oh, I don't get burned, I don't need it. Yeah, you do. Okay. We only get one skin, and UV rays are not friendly to any skin. So take care of it. Okay. Because skin cancer really sucks, y'all. And also get your fucking vaccines. All right. I understand that it is difficult in some locations to get COVID vaccines. If you have a CVS pharmacy in your area, you can sign up online to get your COVID vaccine, where you just check that you're eligible, and they will give it to you, no questions asked. Okay. I'm not a CVS stan, but in this case, they're doing it right, making sure people get vaccinated. So please get your flu shot, get your COVID vaccine, because we are going into holidays where people congregate and disease spread. Okay. So really, get fucking vaccinated. And if you're responsible for minor children, fucking vaccinate your kids. Not doing so is malignant negligence. Seriously, get your fucking kids vaccinated. There's no reason why kids should be suffering from vaccine preventable illnesses, period. And I will say thank you to everyone in the U.S. and various states that had elections yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your participation in that civic duty. I really appreciate that myself, and I know a lot of other people do too, because your efforts in that will change things for people, because politics affects us all. Okay? And I really appreciate those that turned out. Now, as I said in our Discord server, we can revel in this moment for this positive change, but we still got to get to work. Okay? We got to make sure that y'all are registered to vote. If you're not, help get other people registered if they're not. As soon as registrations come in, you need to get signed up for mail-in ballots if that's available to you. Otherwise, try to plan to vote early next year, okay? Because I guarantee you on election day, the fascist party in power in our federal government is going to disrupt elections. They are practicing now in sanctuary states. Okay? So I want you to get registered and do all you can to try to get your vote in as early as possible, either through mail or in-person early voting. Okay? Please. It's very important because 2026 is where we can take control of our Congress again and make sure he can't do shit ever again. Okay? Also, if anyone watching enabled the regime to get to power by voting for it, by voting third party in the last presidential election, when all that does is disrupt elections, it doesn't actually do anything positive, because we have a bipartisan system. Or you ended up abstaining because you just couldn't be bothered to care. You had the opportunity and the eligibility to vote, and you just said, nah, not important. Fuck off. Go to hell. For the rest of us, look out for yourselves, look out for your loved ones, look out for your neighbors. If you're going to protest, be very safe as you can, okay? Know that you are at risk if you do. But look out for one another. And right now, as we are going into the holiday season and our federal government still hasn't released funds for fucking SNAP yet, look out for your communities that may be starving, okay? If you are struggling to put food on your table, check out your local food pantries, please. That's what they're there for, okay? You can call your Department of Social Services to get lists of those. If you have the availability to donate, please contact the food bank in your area, because the food bank is what distributes food to the food pantries. And 9 times out of 10, they will prefer to get money donations because they can buy in bulk and buy much more food than they can get through donation. Okay? So please consider donating financially to a food bank if you can afford it. Okay? Please. Said with all sincerity, y'all have a good night.
And I do thank for everyone for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.